Hey there. It's your father here. Don't worry, I just want to talk to you. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. Not disappointed in you, though. I'm disappointed in the friends you've made. But don't worry, I'm just as guilty. I have the same friends, and it's understandable why we're hanging around, because when you're friends with this person, there aren't many other friends that you can make. And that friend's name is YouTube. YouTube is a terrible friend. YouTube has constantly proven that it does not give a shit about anybody who works under them. It does not care if you are making content for them or consuming that content or giving them money. It doesn't care. If it finds an opportunity to throw you under the bus, even if it's like with the community's goodwill, even if like all of that just starts going downhill, like it is just crashing their stocks or some stupid shit like that, they will still make the decision to fuck you over. Why? Who knows? But YouTube has meticulously crafted a system where everything is just terrible for anyone who dares to work under it. Thankfully, I have had the luck of not running into these problems lately because I pretty much just write and create everything on my channel straight up, other than like the art that I use from like the League of Legends pick crew thing that they made, and even then I credit that. So I thankfully I haven't had to run into this, but who knows, one day the laser sight will turn on me and I'll just see that little red flashing in my eyes before I realize it's too late, and then all I hear is just the sound of a trigger and everything going black. And then when I wake again, there's a YouTube copyright strike on my channel. But yeah, lately, especially lately, things have just been absolutely terrible, and no matter how many times it's blown up, YouTube has done absolutely nothing. They have plugged their ears, sat their ass on the sidelines, and decided, I don't need to listen to my community and what they want. We put so much stupid shit into our systems, like on the testing phase, and when people told us they didn't like it, we were like, okay, we'll pull it back. But the moment that we went after dislikes, we went scorched earth on that shit. We didn't ask anybody what they thought or cared. We just removed them, didn't care what people said, even though it was an overwhelmingly negative response to that. Which is just insane. I have no idea how this got past any systems, and to this day, it's still... dislikes are still invisible, unless if you're using outside plugins to view them. Because I think they're still technically visible within the system itself, and that's what the plugins use to show them to you. But yeah, otherwise, if you're just using vanilla YouTube, no extensions or anything like that, you have no way of viewing dislikes, which was just an absolutely terrible move. There is no way to see if like a tutorial video you're watching is terrible, if a link in the description leads to a virus or something like that. And people can turn off the comments too, so you can't actually see the complaints either. So basically, if you're looking for something, you just have to go in blind, raw, no rubber, just fucking diving straight into that disgusting wetness without an idea of what is in there. And yeah, it's just absolutely terrible. First, we had to talk about Quantum TV versus Actman. So far as I'm aware, nothing has happened because of this. Quantum TV is still on YouTube, and Actman is, I think his monetization has been reinstated, but he got dealt a very heavy blow from that. And if you don't know what happened, basically everything started when Quantum TV made a pretty stupid review on Elden Ring. Now this would have been the end of the story, just some guy just making a terrible review on Elden Ring, and then one day Actman makes a video kind of poking fun at that video, like, haha, that was terrible, that's a stupid point, I don't know what he was thinking making this point, but haha, let's laugh at the funny, dumb review and move on. But Quantum TV decided he was having none of that, and this is like the abridged version, so don't come to me for the entire anime plotline. You want to find more, there are like hour-long essays about this entire situation. But basically, Quantum TV came at Actman with a fat copyright strike, or at least a copyright claim, and it struck down the video, and it put Actman in a bad situation. So Actman called Quantum TV out on this, because generally it's a bad look to just copyright claim somebody for criticizing you. But then, Quantum TV hit back even harder, and I believe he got Quantum TV mass reported. He very provably doxed Actman, and went on like this Joker-like tirade about how Actman was actually a terrible person and he has no proof of his claims, and that he shouldn't have done all this terrible shit in the first place. But Actman was completely in the right, in my opinion, and of almost everyone's opinion. YouTube has been taking shit from this situation for the longest time, and I believe Quantum TV is still on the website. I might actually check right now. Quantum TV. Yep, he's still on the website. Not a thing has changed. But not only that, Quantum TV, he makes these awful videos. Basically, every once in a while, he'll dive straight into the, like, old anti-SJW bullshit fucking culture war garbage, where basically he gets mad that women and gay people exist. And it is scary, honestly, that people follow him and listen to him. But, you know, Actman also called him out on this and basically told YouTube about all of this, about how Quantum TV was abusing the copyright system, and that Quantum TV had been banned before and made a new account. And according to YouTube, what was it? The YouTube Terms of Service, there we go, that's the word. According to YouTube Terms of Service, that is illegal. If you make another account after you have been banned, that account should be banned too. But even though Actman, even though Actman had proved that Quantum TV had been banned at one point, his channel is still up. He loudly proved it too. He made a whole video that got a lot of views, and people no doubt told YouTube, hey, this guy was banned before, why does he have another account that's still spreading his garbage? And fucking nothing. YouTube hasn't said a goddamn thing about this. He also makes extremely homophobic content under the guise of, like, spreading Christianity and Christian values, and so that all happened over last month, so happy fucking Pride Month. We're not doing anything about this notorious homophobic creator or any of the other ones like fucking Ben Shapiro or Steve Crowder, but that's a whole other fucking basket of eggs to get into. But yeah, I think Actman is in a much better place right now, but YouTube has still done nothing about the root of the problem, which is Quantum TV. He absolutely needs to have his platform removed from YouTube, 100%. He should not be anywhere. He has doxed Actman, and no doubt would dox other people. He has sicked his fans on the people he has doxed, and he has basically violated so many YouTube rules that I don't know how they don't just go after him. But I guess the stupid right-wing fucking culture war bullshit channels are very profitable because they just churn out so much garbage so quickly that YouTube is like, we don't want to ban these guys, they're our moneymakers, kinda, but let's not talk about that. Happy Pride! Anyways, yeah. The second problem we go into, that's right, there's a second act to this. This isn't even the end of this anime arc. We're going whole One Piece here. You're only on episode 200, motherfucker. The next act to this is Destiny and Bungie. Recently, again, this is the abridged version, Destiny and Bungie, like people recording content for the game Destiny 2, were having their channels striked because of the music in Destiny 2. And people for a little while were like, whoa, what the fuck? Destiny, we're playing your game, we're promoting it, and we're making content that basically helps you guys popularize your game. And for a long time you've been cool with this, but suddenly you're heel turning on us and you're giving us copyright strikes. But then Bungie, the developers for Destiny 2, blah, 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 came out swinging with, hey, we're not doing that. What the fuck is going on? So basically, Bungie, someone was disguising themselves as a Bungie employee or representative and was striking down Destiny content creator videos. And of course, Destiny and Bungie wanted to get this settled straight away. Unfortunately, they had to go through the same shitty copyright system that everyone else does. And not only that, but they needed to find the information about the person who has been copyright striking these videos falsely. And that was a pain in the ass because of YouTube's terrible communication and their awful copyright system. That's right. A multi-billion-dollar development company, or at least pretty sure it's billion, but yeah, a multi-billion-dollar game development company had to go through the same shitty channels that I would if I had copyright system struggles. And then they had to go a step further and get YouTube legally involved so they could find out who was doing this so that they could sue them. The good news is that they had enough money and backing to actually do this, but what happens when somebody else doesn't? What happens when it's just someone with 10,000 subscribers who is trying to get into contact with YouTube, but they're basically plugging their ears because they just send robots to do the job that are completely inept at their job, because every facet of this awful copyright system was designed so that anyone who gets a strike, especially false ones, are harmed no matter what they do, and anyone can profit off of this terrible system. It's so fucking bad, and I don't know how this passed any testing, any screening. I don't know why it hasn't changed in the past like 10 years, but YouTube just refuses to change it. Anyways, now we're on to the Queen Serana ASMR versus Queen Melody ASMR. So Queen Serana ASMR was a relatively small channel who was just making some fun ASMR videos for people to enjoy. But then one day, a channel called Queen Melody ASMR popped up out of the blue and started, I believe, re-uploading their content and then striking Queen Serana for stealing the content that they themselves stole. Basically, it would be like if I walked into a store, grabbed a bag of chips, and then I called the police because I claimed that the store was stealing my bag of chips and selling it. That's basically what this YouTube system allows, and has allowed for the longest time with zero changes. But yeah, Queen Serana's channel as of right now is taken down, but there's hope that it can be reinstated after all this mess is over, but who the fuck knows, because YouTube is so fucking incompetent at this shit. Anyways, Queen Melody ASMR, and they also have another channel that they go by called Enchanter ASMR, where I believe they steal scripts from another creator, Mattiest Matt, who writes scripts for different ASMR channels that you can use with permission, I believe. If you want to check out his work, please do so, as well as Queen Serana's whenever you're actually able to see what she's made. But yeah, this person was striking down Queen Serana's channel and then stealing Mattiest Matt's scripts, so that basically they just ran a channel and a Patreon full of content that they just outright lifted. Now the good news is that as of recording, just today, Melody ASMR, like the Twitter account, was taken down for breaking the rules of harassment and abuse. And I believe I reported them for mimicking another person's, or impersonating Queen Serana's channel. That is basically baby steps though. That is just a Twitter account. The real moneymaker is the YouTube account, and that's what we want down. We want Melody ASMR down, and we want Serana reinstated. I have no idea how YouTube lets this happen constantly, but they do, and it's so frustrating. Not only that, but Enchanter ASMR, by the way, unsubscribe from Enchanter ASMR and Queen Melody. If you already are, it's very reasonable you might have just stumbled onto them. Because if you're not on Twitter, this is very easy to miss, but I just want people to be aware on the YouTube space that this is happening. Enchanter ASMR and Queen Melody, unsubscribe and report the shit out of them. But yeah, they're just going on a whole fucking Joker tirade right now. They're just promoting their stuff on their YouTube. At one point, you're gonna see a screenshot of a tweet I caught before it got struck down by Twitter for violating its rules. The Enchanter ASMR Twitter account is still up, but this tweet itself is down. But I took a picture of it and the time and the date it was tweeted, and you can. I'll just say that that last word that's censored right there is not something that you should be saying on Pride Month. That's for sure. But then again, this is July. Who knows? Maybe they were charging their power for the whole month to let it all out in one big homophobic bomb. But yeah. Basically, Enchanter / Melody, or Queen Melody ASMR, they're the same person. If I didn't mention that already, I'm pretty sure I did. I'm not going off of a script right now. I'm just going off of the general timeline that I'm aware of. They're still up on YouTube. They absolutely should not be. And the reason that Queen Serana is having a hard time fighting for her case here and appealing it to YouTube is because the fucking copyright system. And not just the fact that, you know, it takes a long time, or it's slow, or the robots are stupid, or the robots working at YouTube pretending to have a soul are stupid. It is because in order to appeal a copyright claim, you have to send the person who claimed your video your full name and address. And that's not for like YouTube to process themselves. No, you are sending your full name and address to some random fucker who just decided to claim your video. This can be used as a form of doxing and has been used as a form of doxing. And again, YouTube refuses to change anything because, I don't know, they think we're fucking stupid. They think that if they just plug their ears long enough, this will all blow over, and it shouldn't, and it won't. Holy shit. I don't know how they get away with this, but this is not sustainable. One day there will be big enough competition, and the moment that people see a different website treating creators better, more fairly, and more consistently, they're gonna leave. I'd fucking leave. I'd tell you, if a Twitch made like a whole like video service along the lines of YouTube, alongside their streaming stuff, I would move to Twitch. Twitch is not perfect, but it is currently treating their fucking creators a hell of a lot better than YouTube ever did. At least most of the time. There's still obviously problems with Twitch itself, but that is a whole other can of worms. But YouTube cannot keep this up. Because if you constantly just kick down the people who are making you money, one day they're gonna get sick of it, and they're just gonna leave. And people will leave en masse. It's fucking awful. How is this passing any of your testing? Do you have QA testers? Or are you just not listening to them like most of the fucking tech industry does? Like, oh, we'll just fix that later, and then you don't, because QA testers are treated like fucking dog shit. That's, again, a whole other thing. But yeah, that's basically all I wanted to talk about today. I wanted to make people aware that Queen Melody is an awful person. I mean, they're saying slurs on Twitter and taunting the people that they are falsely stealing from and claiming. Destiny and Bungie, they had to go through the god-awful systems just to find a name of someone who was falsely flagging the people who are advertising their game for them. And then Quantum TV still has a channel. Even though he's proven a dangerous creator to have on the channel because he fucking doxes people. Grow the fuck up, YouTube. Holy shit. Anyways, I'm gonna go pretend I didn't just rant for 17 minutes. Holy fucking shit. Yeah, I'm gonna go and, I don't know, make wontons or something. Y'all have a good one. Peace out. And yeah, again, report Queen Melody and Enchanter ASMR. Yeah, that's it. See ya.